All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. It is your boy Henry, and today we got some stuff going on that I want to touch on. All right, so 4-hour divergence, it has played out. Well, it hasn't finished playing out. If we do see that come up here and touch the oversold line there, or overbought line there, that is when you know the divergence played out. Okay. Now I told you guys that on Webull, I told you guys early first thing this morning that I was taking some profits off the table. Well, I didn't say I was taking profits off the table. It was a very slight profit. But I was taking 1/3 of my position off the table because we were falling here, and I acknowledged that, hey, there's still a chance that we are technical analysis is still saying there's a chance that we do end up having a bull trap rally, and we are bouncing here at lows. All right, but I do also want to point out that we did end up breaking lows this morning. All right, we made a new yearly low on SPY, which is a big deal. All right, but I do want to point out that, hey, like, you didn't start just falling off a cliff right away, and it was still on the table. All right, like, this was exactly what I was nervous of, and because I took 1/3 off the table, I'm in 1/3 less pain. Okay, I'm still not going to say there's not red for the day. I'm not going to say that at all. All right, but I will say, all right, now I have the opportunity to not only add that back, and I did start adding that back at a higher price, but I get the chance to, I get the fucking chance to feel less pain, and that's the whole reason I was doing it. Okay, even if I wasn't gonna add it back, hey, okay, I saw an opportunity where it was up a very slight amount. I was like, wait a minute, all right, like, if we don't start immediately falling off a cliff, there's a probability that this thing is actually going to start playing out. All right, like, it wouldn't surprise me. Now, I do want to point out that, yeah, I'm still 100% correct. This is 100% a bull trap. I told you guys in yesterday's Webull update, don't be surprised if we do still see a short bull trap rally. That's exactly what we're seeing right now, guys. Like, look at what's going on here on the 15-minute time frame. First of all, I also want to point out you have lowering volume. Okay, volume tells the story. All right, and then you also have a shit ton of bearish divergence. You got 1 point of divergence, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not 6. If we go over to QQQ, then you have the same exact picture, except even more. Okay, you made this high here. All right, while you clear as day are not over there. Guys, I'm just pointing out this is 100% a bull trap rally. All right, Sebastian tweeted about it this morning and said that most were oblivious to or it was something, I'm paraphrasing, obviously, like I often do, guys. Like, if I'm talking about something in my video, just realize it most of the time, or not most of the time, all the time, it's going to be paraphrasing. Okay, I don't have a picture perfect memory. All right, so just letting you guys know. But yeah, Sebastian ended up tweeting out something along the lines of, most traders are oblivious to the fact that we almost fell off a cliff yesterday. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been getting at in my Webull updates. Like, guys, when you have your close under there, you're going to fall off a cliff quick. And that's just because, hey, that is fear. Okay, that is fear that gives the market, like, once you have your daily close under those levels, you give the market their opportunity to literally like, okay, now I can evaluate, like, oh shit, we did close under that level, and we get to think about it until, like, all night, until the next morning. What do you think's gonna happen? A lot of people are gonna fucking start selling out. A lot of people that doubted selling out intraday are going to sell it the next morning. That's going to cause a gap down. And then that gap down, since you are at new lows, that gap down is going to probably just continue. All right. Like, you are probably not going to come up and fill that gap. Now, what I also will point out is that unless you see a massive volume spike today, again, volume is telling you that buyers are not in control. Okay, I've been saying this for days now. Primarily, okay, I want to point to this example over here. I watched this play out live. And yeah, this is like literally what told me, hey, dude, like, anything we see is going to be a bull trap. What the fuck is this, guys? What the fuck is this? All right, look at this candle right here. I'm watching this thing form. I see it finishing forming. And I'm telling myself, no way it engulfs this candle. No way. It's about right here. I'm like, no way it's going to engulf it. And it did. I literally am telling myself mid-candle here that, like, if this closes underneath it, this is the most bearish sign I've ever seen in my experience in the market. All right, like, what the fuck is this, guys? Massive candles here. Massive. Like, I get it. You had this volume spike here going up. But someone literally, this is proof that someone bull trapped the crap out of a lot of bulls here. All right, and then probably caused them to sell. All right, and then you had this going on the end of the day, and then you gapped up. Like, this right here was probably trying to get people to sell because they knew they were going to do that. And then look, like this is, I'm just saying, guys, okay? For the people who want to scream like manipulation, 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 first of all, I want to say it doesn't matter. Second of all, like this is clear as day to me that someone is trying to bull trap the crap out of everyone, okay? Like, what do we got going on, guys? Lowering volume throughout the day. We're continuously rising. At the same time, guys, look at this 15-minute fucking time frame. Like, this is just scary, dude. This is going to be a rug pull. It's either happening today or most likely it's going to... Like, it could happen. If it doesn't happen today going into close, then it most likely will be happening tomorrow. But look, someone is clearly pushing up the price on low volume, and that's why this is showing its divergence, okay? This is directly correlated to this, okay? This is, the CCI is literally just the history across the whole history of this ticker, all right? What would that amount of buying and selling pressure do to the price, okay? This is the buying and selling pressure. These candles right here, these red and green volume candles, that is exactly what this CCI is going off of. So they're correlated, okay? Directly correlated, all right? But I'm just saying, guys, don't get trapped, okay? Like, please just keep in mind, okay? Like, this was there, all right? And that's why I really do preach, like, guys, you have to be able to manage your own trades when we're doing these things, all right? Like, yeah, this is a golden opportunity, okay? Like, we are, guys, we have an A setup here, okay? And I understand that candle's green. We'll go over to SPY. We had this bearish engulfing candle, okay? And I'm just letting you guys know, unless we close above the candle, it's not, like, canceled out, okay? So we can either close above it and it's, like, nullified. I think that's the term for it. It's nullified or invalidated, we'll call it. Or it can close above it or under it at any other day in the future, as long as it does not close above it and invalidate it. So if we close underneath this body, this candle right here, so underneath, what would that be? The close was, or not the close, the 368. If we close above 368.02 today, then this bearish engulfing candle is now invalid in my mind, okay? Maybe some people won't look at like that, but I'm pretty positive that is exactly how Thomas Bulkowski trades candlesticks, all right? But yeah, say we don't close above that and we do get the rug pull that I personally think is going to come at the end of the day. What the fuck is this volume, guys? This is bad. This is like, dude, people are about to be rug pulled. Like, this is, I'm showing you guys in real time that this thing is, it's about to be rough, all right? It's about to be rough. Also, I want to point out that look at where you are on your hourly time frame in the recent past history, all right? Even if we had these rises, where was the end of the rise when we came into this area, okay? We could start carving out a bearish divergence on the hourly time frame. I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I wouldn't be more surprised if we see a rug pull going into the end of the day because of what we're seeing here on this 15-minute time frame. And I want to point out, we kept seeing the bearish divergence pop up here on the 3-minute time frame as well. And did you have a, no, you didn't have a bullish divergence there. Where was it? Right here. So this is actually, this is where I added some back, and I added some back over here. I added some back over here. All right, guys. And I'm just saying, okay, guys, I'm not perfect, okay? But like, if I am feeling nervous about something, I am clear as day going to get myself out of the position that is causing me to be nervous, okay? And because I had that leeway in the position sizing, which I will say right now, I was in way heavier for myself than I am comfortable being. I told you guys that I want my position sizing to be around 5K. Well, dude, I had like 14 to 15K in contracts today, and that just didn't make sense. Like, that's what I'm saying. Very nervous. There was no point in causing a nervous Henry. Like, I literally created a nervous Henry, and obviously that sizing was too heavy for me, and that's why I was getting nervous about it, right? And if it was, and like, I wanted to be able to add on a bull trap, okay? So if I was to add onto that, dude, think about how much I got to put in now. I got to put in like another 5K to just even make a dent, all right? Like, I'm just saying, guys, there's no point in putting yourself in those scenarios. I don't care how big the reward would be. You got to look at the risk, okay? Because like, I'm just saying right now, I'm seeing pain right now, but it's like 1/3 less pain than what I mean, it's a little more because I started buying back some of that position. Because honestly, guys, I do think this is a bull trap, and I could be completely wrong. We can continue rising tomorrow. I don't know. Okay, keep in mind, like, you are in this range here. We have gap resistance, and this is something I wanted to mention in yesterday's update, and I just completely forgot to put it in there. But this was going to be a key thing that I was going to mention. We are in a range. You clear as day. Like, you had the same exact range for 3 days straight. That shows something, okay? Dealers are trying to kill, like, calls and puts. That's exactly what's going on. All right. And I will say, yeah, I mean, the puts, like, they probably, like, you could have sold probably over here, and you could have literally just re-entered like any of these 2 days, and like, I mean, you might have gotten better prices at the same exact, like, with the same price action, you know. But I'm just saying, guys, this is on the table. If you break out from this range, we'll just actually make it like an accurate range here. Let's go over to the 4-hour time frame. Over here, we'll actually do zones. Okay, we'll do a box. Okay, because we can see clear as day where the candles stopped, or where the bodies of the candles started right there, and you started getting your resistance there, and then we come over here. Yeah, holy crap. Like, this is what I'm saying. I woke up to this and I thought I was making thousands. I thought it was the day, okay? I'm just saying, guys, it is going to get really ugly if you do end up breaking down, okay? If you do end up breaking down, you have a close underneath, it is going to get so rough. But even if we don't get that close, I'm serious, guys, there is a likelihood that we, I mean, shit's getting rough, okay? I urge you guys to go over to Me Kevin's channel and watch this video where he talks about what dude, it's so messed up what I had a giant brain fart just now. England is doing over there. Dude, the British pound, all right, like, they are screwing things up. I'm just saying, guys, like, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing if they want their currency not to be inflated into hell. They are giving unlimited amounts of quantitative easing, which is like, yeah, guys, that's literally just saying, like, hey, we are turning the money printer back on, and that is, like, they're trying to combat, like, a recession that's caused by inflation with more inflation. So I'm just saying, guys, like, that should be inducing panic around the world if a major power like that is giving in. All right, that's fucked. That means, like, they don't care anymore about the currency. That is that's, to me at least, that is what that's showing, okay? Now, I personally think the US is going to see that's going on, and they're going to come to the conclusion, hey, we got to do the exact opposite of what these guys are doing. These guys are messing things up for their whole country. And straight up, I've mentioned this in detail, all right? Like, so many times on this channel. The US has a superpower. Why would you willingly give up the superpower? If you know what's going to give up that superpower, why would you do it? Might add, guys, VIX is still over 30, okay? When VIX is over 30, bad things happen, okay? Like, 2% moves can happen very easily, but holy shit, you have a bearish engulfing candle on the VIX. This, again, this isn't something to be ignored, okay? Like, this is just, hey, it's happening. But what I also will point out is that we literally hit our target by 1 cent today. If you look up here, by the way, we hit it by literally 1 cent. We had a target of 34.87. It hit 34.88 this morning. That's pretty sexy. We finally hit our thing, and we could finally take this target off of the board. That is so dope, okay? And now that that is finished up, we can now take that falling wedge off of our chart, and we can wait for the next thing to form. Do we have anything forming? I don't know. I don't actually know. I mean, either way. And by the way, guys, I do want to mention, I did take this. I think it's 21.26. I think it is. Yeah. 21.26. I took off that target, and it was a downtrend break, or it was an uptrend break target. It was this one right here, and you broke it over here. I took it off because we're going to have a new one. Okay. We are literally going to have a new one. And like that one, yeah, it's going to be hit. But at the same time, this one's going to be a further down, most likely. And I much rather just have one uptrend break target than two, even though, like, it was literally like, look at this. All right. Like, yes, it was still on the board and it's going to hit, but I'm just saying there's just no point. There's no point in having it there. So I did take it off. Now, I do want to say I am keeping this one on the board just because this was a big uptrend break. And that is that target over there. Okay, eventually we most likely are going to be hitting that. But when? I have no idea. Okay, so, like, should we even keep it up? I don't even know. All right, like, I mean, it's not something that's playable. Yeah, no, you know what? Guys, we're not going to have targets on the board that aren't playable. There's no point. There's literally no point. All right. But yeah, guys, please don't get bull trapped out there. Please don't. Okay, like, it is really bad. Okay, I want to point out, okay, NDQ. Okay, this is something that, like, we're on it, okay? And Sebastian is, guys, Sebastian is, like, I already knew this is bad. Sebastian has confirmed what I have been saying. I said the past few videos that, like, you're just seeing a lot of people with their eyes on this, all right? And a lot of people are calling out. And when a lot of people have their eyes on something and that thing breaks, like, you know, all hell is going to break loose, all right? So you have, yes, you have your SPY that made new lows. And at the same time, you have the actual NASDAQ, not QQQ, but the actual NASDAQ is on the 200 weekly MA, guys. We're going to go back in history right now, and we can actually break all these. All right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We're going to go back to see when we have broken that. And we're going to see what happened in the following weeks. All right. Because, like, I'm serious, guys, it's rough. And we could have a situation like this on our hands. I don't know. But at the same time, look at this. All right. We did have the, if we come over here to SPY, we did have the bearish engulfing candle. We had the confirmation close, which points to, yeah, we're going lower the following week. I don't think that points to you're going to close lower the following week. But I still think, no, I still think this thing is going to play out. I don't think we're going to close above, let me exit that out. Let me get rid of our rising wedge we got going on there. I don't think you're closing above this level, 376. Where do you need 376.56? I really don't. All right. I think this is going to end up playing out. I think this is going to predict that October is going to be a very bearish month. I understand we got this bull trap going on, but I did also say Monday through Wednesday, there's a probability that suggests, like, yeah, this 4-hour thing it's going to play out, right? This divergence that's going on, it was going to play out. And that's exactly what I saw this morning. I saw this thing go to new lows, and I saw that, and it made me nervous. I was like, wait a minute. This is exactly what I was saying. It doesn't look like it finished forming yet. But yeah, like, this clear as day looked like it formed. Like, look at this. You had this dip down in there, and you clearly made the new lows there. That's exactly what you want a divergence to look like. So, I mean, it's not something to be ignored is what I'm getting at. And again, rocket fuel, guys, rocket fuel. This was like literally, this is what I've been warning about. Rocket fuel. All right. And I'm going to say, I could have been better prepared for this. When I cut this morning, I debated adding a hedge. It was going to be a call hedge. I was going to buy in the money. I was going to buy just a few contracts, with literally, Friday's expiration. All right. And that's just because, like, hey, in the case that we do end up ripping like this, exactly this, all of my losses would have been just covered if I had gone with the shorter dated ones. Because, I mean, I know this is probably, I mean, not probably, like this, well, I'm not going to say I know anything, okay? Like, I'm very vocal about how you should never be certain about anything, all right? That is when losses occur, all right? And honestly, I don't like losing. I absolutely hate it, okay? I don't want to give back any gains from previous moves. And, like, that's also why I'm an advocate for continuously taking profits. Even when all things look like garbage, profits, like, hey, guys, that's that. But I will say, I am not taking myself out of these October 21st puts. And that's strictly because, like, hey, guys, we're here. All right, we are here. We all know what the weekly and the monthly TA suggest, okay? And, like, I'm serious, guys. The economic environment, the fundamentals, okay, are way worse than they were back here. And you saw where we were back here, all right? And we are already breaking down there, all right? Now, if we were to somehow manage to close this week with a hammer or hangman candle, I would have to listen to some technicals, okay? Because if we also get that, we are most likely going to be closing above that. Well, I'm not going to say most likely because that still is $7 away. Like, I'm serious, guys. If that happens, like, I'm not going to be an idiot is what I'm getting at. Okay. I am going to do what I've been doing to win for months. Okay. And, like, I don't even know. I don't think I would have closed the October puts. Like, I don't really care. Okay. Like, I'll probably just play the upside or, like, add a hedge. But I do want to point out, like, dude, you have this inclining volume. Okay, you had this, and you had this drop in volume. You had a red month. You had this slight incline, but you're just increasing on the monthly time frame. Same time, look at what's going on, guys. What the fuck is this? You have 2 straight red weeks with massive volume, and then you have this. Like, I'm just saying, guys, this is clear as day. Like, this is a bull trap to me, okay? But again, don't be certain about anything, or the market will humble you. Like, straight up, I've lived it, all right? And it's just not fun, okay? Like, this morning, I was thinking, okay, we're going to die. Okay. But then I realized, I was like, what are you fucking doing? You know how to trade, and this ain't it. All right. And that's why I had to do what I did. All right, guys. So I think we covered pretty much everything. I still think we are going to have this rug pull. Okay. I really do. Like, we just have all day. We've had declining volume while we've been running. All right. At the same time, we have this massive, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point. No, well, on the SPY, we have 5 points of divergence. On the QQ, we should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just about 6 because you made this higher high. I mean, either way, it looks like that is going to be the case. This just, I'm serious, guys. This is like clear as day a bull trap to me. And again, I could be completely wrong. All right. Because like at the same time, I wouldn't be wrong because I'm telling you guys what is on the table. All right. And it's on the table for us to rip. Okay. Until this gets back up here, like I'm just going to say it like has not actually played out. Okay. Like this could be it, but it also could not be it. All right. So there's no point in being overexposed here, even though we know what's going on. Now, I will also tell you guys what I am doing. Okay. So I don't get wrecked by theta. I'm going to be adding November positions. Okay. Like straight up. Okay. If I get if this breaks out, okay. If we end up breaking out from here, I mean, I'm serious, guys. I'm not going to say it's not on the table. I'm not an idiot, okay? I've been listening to technicals. It's there, okay? It's very much so there. But at the same time, we do have the 15-minute time frame suggesting this is a giant fucking bull trap. But if it does happen, I'm going to add November positions instead of October 21st. And that's strictly because I don't want to be eaten by theta. We played this game with VIX before, all right? When we were adding VIX positions down here at on the breakout, all right, like when we were doing that, we had August, what was the expiration? I want to say like August 26th or something. And then we were approaching there, and I was like, well, I'm going to stop adding these. I'm going to start adding the September ones. So I did, all right. And in the end, yeah, everything worked out perfectly fine. And even the August one, I think it was August 18th, actually, now that I say it. Even the August ones ended up going up like 100%. And I was like, okay, like that's, or maybe it was August 29. I don't even fucking know. Maybe it was August 29. Yeah, it definitely wasn't August 18th because that was literally the breakout of the VIX. So maybe it was over on August 29. But then, like, I played this before, and there's just no reason to take on that risk is what I'm getting at. We know what's coming. There is literally no reason to take on the risk. Okay, we know it's coming at some point. All right, but at the same time, you could sit through some pain, and that pain could also come from sideways action. And that could eat some contracts, all right? There's just no reason. Holy shit, IWM is up 3%. Wow, dude. Wow. And again, with the, like, literally such lower volume, 25 mil versus 42 mil, that is ridiculous, all right? And you're having a, yeah, guys, I'm not going to say I'm certain, but I'm going to say I'm 99.9% sure here. This is a bull trap day, and I don't know if we fall tomorrow. But I'm just saying, like, this is the proof is in the pudding. Okay, what are the people doing? Why is it up 3% with like a little over like half the volume from this day, even though that day was only up 0.34%? I'm just saying, guys, it's going up massively without the volume to support it. All right, and that's the same exact thing that's going on over here. All right, guys, please don't get trapped. Have a good one.